everyone. In this video we're going to be talking about footwork exercises and how we're going to start focusing our feet on the path that we want our dogs to go on. So this is kind of a basic cone exercise that I have set up. You guys can set up something similar for your homework, or you can set up a pattern of more cones if you would like, if you only have 2 cones, whatever kind of works for you in the space that you have. So what I would like everyone to do as part of your homework, what I'd like everyone to do is to submit a video of yourself doing some footwork exercises. And I should be able to tell from the video, if you had a dog with you, the path that that dog would be on from where your feet are pointing, okay? So an example is, if I want my dog to go around the outside of this cone, my foot would point just to the outside of the cone. That is directing them to that path around the outside. If my foot is pointed over here, I would expect them to come to the inside of the cone. As we talked about in the first lecture video, our foot is giving the impulsion because our lower body helps create impulsion. Our foot is giving the impulsion as well as the direction, and then our upper body is defining that direction. So when you're doing your exercises, don't forget about your upper body. Point your feet and your hand should follow. Now, if you're defining that path, and here's the path, we want our dog to do a nice tight, turn around that cone, is that my foot should be here, but my arm should not be out here, right? We want it to be a nice, clean, tight path. So I'd like to see you guys do some footwork exercises that be similar to this. We're going to point out around the cone. Here we are. Point out around this cone. Here we are. Point out around this cone. And really show me what side of the cone we're going on with our feet, and defining that path with our upper body. You don't need to give any verbals at this point. That's something we're going to work on in later lessons. Right now, I just really want to focus on have everyone's footwork nice and clean, and really show me those really pretty clean lines that if you had your dog with you, would they come off of your hip and your foot? Is that the line that we're creating around that cone? And even when we're doing like these little front crosses here, as I back up and make my turn, my feet should now be confirming that next direction. We don't want to be backing up like this. Now I'm not confirming a direction. So really focus when we're doing like this little figure 8 pattern is that here's our foot. We're confirming this path around the cone. I'm bringing my dog in. Now we're confirming our next path. So really, really focus on those feet. Really practice your footwork exercises, because the more repetition you get, really focusing on your feet and where that path is and where you want that dog to go, makes the distance work that much easier. Because now that you know, here's the path I want, as we start really sending the dog around these cones and start increasing the distance, you've already got the repetition and all that footwork down, and we don't have to try to work on creating distance and footwork all at the same time. We'll just really be focused on creating the distance skills that we're looking for in this class. So part of your homework, you don't have to do the exact pattern that I did, but just I would like to see you, do a few reps and show me, those footwork exercises. All this week, really practice your footwork. Really practice. Add more cones. You can add jumps if you'd like, anything you want, and really practice. This is where I want my dog to go. And especially if you really get to running and you're moving really fast, and every once in a while stop and look down at your feet and see if that is the path that we're pointing our dogs to go. So you will see I've written out what our second part of the homework is for this week, and it talks about our footwork exercises. So part 1 is working with your dog and show me your base cues, and this is part 2. I'd like to see your footwork drills and really show me those clean, nice paths.